Hey now, Steve Stevens for Bionic Buzz. We're here at Art's Radio Dream Launch 10th anniversary here at Steve Resnik's Rock and Roll Mansion. The event features many icons in the radio and record industry, so let's go see who we can talk to. Freddie, I want to know where your passion for radio came from, what age it was, were you listening to a certain program, were you imitating it? I want to know about your journey. We're time capsulating this here at Art's 10th annual Radio Dream Launch.
My passion was to obtain free records. And I figured if I got a job in the radio business, that'd be a good way to get free records. And it worked like a charm.
Okay, so where did your career start? How did you get in?
I grew up in Phoenix. And I got my first radio job when I was 15.
Wow.
I sent out letters to every radio station in town. And only one answered, and that was this cheesy little country station on the outskirts of Phoenix. And
were you even a country fan? Or?
No, not at all. I mean, I didn't hate it, but I was listening to Top 40. That was my goal at the time.
Cool.
So I walked into the place, and there's just one guy sitting at a desk, and it says, "Well, do you happen to have any openings for announcers or DJs?" I says, "Well, do you have a first-class license?" As a matter of fact, I did, because I'd just gotten back in town from going to school in L.A.
Is this the Huntington Beach one some people are talking about?
Huh?
Or a different school?
No, this was where they, it was an engineering school supposedly where you would study to pass the test to get an FCC first class license. But what they really did was they just bring out the answers to the test that you memorize. So about the only thing I know about electronics is the answer to number 254 is D. So anyway, here I am back in Phoenix, my hometown, with a newly minted first-class license, and the guy goes, well, "Do you have a first-class license?" "Yes, I do." "Do you know where our transmitter site is?" "I'm sure I can find it." "Can you work Sunday morning at 6? "Yes." "Okay, then you're hired."
Wow, that easy.
So it was a very rigorous
Very cool.
audition process. So I parlayed that into jobs at various other stations, eventually started working Top 40, and so I worked at a couple of Top 40 stations in Phoenix, went round and round. Then I got a job in L.A. In 1976, and I worked at 10Q in L.A. With my hero, the radio hero, the real Don Steele, among others.
Nice.
And then that went away after about a year. The station got sold or something. And so I bounced around with a couple of other little stations and ended up at a station called K-Rock, KROQ, which at the time did not have a license.
Really?
So
what year was this?
This would be about 1980.
Okay.
And so at the time I was a Top 40 DJ. I called myself Dave Trout. And say, well, we already have a fish, so think of something else. So I deliberately chose the most ridiculous name I could think of, figuring it's a station without a license, so I'll only be there about a month. And so I became Freddy Snakeskin, and that has followed me to this day. Yeah. And I still work at K-Rock.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So what do you do now? So.
I've been in and out, but this will be about the third or fourth time. And I work on the K-Rock HD2 channel, reinvigorating the memories of K-Rock of the 80s for all the people that grew up with us. And so I do that. I'm on the air there every morning, and we're also on KOOL HD2 in Phoenix, and on radio.com all over the United States.
I like that. Good point. Very nice.
So, I've been sitting here listening to these other people with such brilliant stories and so many accomplishments.
Yeah. But you've accomplished a lot. You broke a lot of bands for K-Rock in the 80s, though.
Oh, yeah, we did that, yes.
Who did you?
Oh, Depeche Mode, New Order, Duran Duran, Devo, B-52s, Elvis Costello, the usual suspects.
Yeah, and a lot of them was their first time getting played on the radio, is that correct?
That is correct, yes.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah, so K-Rock worked well for them, and it worked out well for me, and so it's been fun.
And you've been here before, the Radio Dream Lunch. I think I interviewed you 2 years ago. You always discover something new, or have you donated anything to Steve Resnik's collection?
No, but I was very alarmed with the recent fires
Yes.
in this area, and I sat at home watching them on TV, and I thought, oh God, I hope Steve's okay
Yeah.
with all his amazing accumulations over the years. And there's some singed trees outside, but it looks like he came through it okay. But I really worry about stuff like that because this is just irreplaceable, what we have here. I wish more people could see it, and hope they take the video tour if they don't get to come see it themselves, because it really is amazing.
All right. Well, Freddie, speaking of amazing, thank you so much for sharing your story. I appreciate it.